Imagine a battlefield centuries ago, the clash of bronze against bronze, the cries of warriors echoing across the plains. This was a time of constant conflict. Survival depended on strength, cunning, and strategy. In this tumultuous world, a book emerged that would forever change the face of warfare. Its name, The Art of War. This ancient text, attributed to the brilliant military strategist Sun Tzu, is more than just a guide to winning battles. It is a profound meditation on the nature of conflict itself. It delves into the human psyche, exploring the motivations of both individuals and nations. The Art of War teaches us that true victory lies not just in physical dominance, but in mental acuity and strategic brilliance. Imagine yourself seated at the feet of a wizened old sage. His eyes, though clouded with age, still gleam with sharp intelligence. He speaks in short, measured sentences, each word carrying the weight of centuries of wisdom. This is how one might feel reading The Art of War. Sun Tzu's teachings, though written thousands of years ago, still resonate with remarkable clarity. His words are like whispers from the past, offering guidance on leadership, planning, and the pursuit of victory. But his teachings extend far beyond the battlefield. The principles outlined in The Art of War are surprisingly relevant to modern life. They can be applied to business negotiations, personal relationships, and even internal struggles. Sun Tzu, the supposed author of this masterpiece, remains shrouded in enigma. Some historians debate his very existence, suggesting he may be a product of legend. Others believe he was a real military general who served during the latter part of China's Zhou dynasty. Regardless of his true identity, Sun Tzu's insights into human nature and the dynamics of conflict are undeniable. His understanding of psychology, strategy, and deception is remarkable, even by today's standards. His teachings have influenced military leaders, politicians, and business executives for centuries. His work transcends cultural boundaries, offering timeless wisdom applicable to any situation where conflict arises. The enduring legacy of The Art of War is a testament to its profound insights. Its principles have been studied and applied in countless conflicts throughout history. From ancient China to modern boardrooms, Sun Tzu's teachings continue to shape strategic thinking. The book's influence is felt in diverse fields, demonstrating the universality of its wisdom. Its teachings emphasize the importance of planning, adaptability, and understanding one's opponent. By mastering these principles, we can navigate the complexities of conflict, whether on the battlefield or in our daily lives. Sun Tzu believed true victory began long before the first arrow flew. The most important battlefield was the mind of the strategist. Understanding yourself and your opponent were paramount. Only then could you achieve lasting victory. Know your enemy and know yourself, and in 100 battles you will never be defeated. Sun Tzu stressed the importance of terrain in warfare. He believed understanding the landscape was crucial for positioning troops and anticipating enemy movements. High ground, water sources, and choke points all played a vital role in his strategic thinking. He who knows the ground and his adversary will be victorious. This quote illustrates the importance Sun Tzu placed on environmental awareness. He argued that a skilled general could use the terrain to his advantage, ambushing enemies, controlling supply lines, and dictating the pace of battle. But this principle extends beyond physical landscapes. In modern contexts, knowing the ground translates to understanding the playing field of your chosen arena. Whether it's a business negotiation, a political campaign, or even a personal relationship, recognizing the nuances of the situation is critical. Identifying key players, understanding their motivations, and anticipating their moves are all part of knowing the ground in a broader sense. By mastering this concept, we can position ourselves strategically, maximizing our chances of success in any given situation. Sun Tzu warned against becoming intoxicated by early success. He argued that arrogance and complacency could blind a leader to hidden dangers, leading to unexpected defeat. He emphasized the importance of remaining vigilant, adaptable, and always prepared for the unexpected. A surrounded army must be given a way out to retreat. This seemingly counterintuitive advice highlights Sun Tzu's understanding of human psychology. He recognized that a desperate enemy with no hope of escape would fight with the ferocity of a cornered animal. Offering a seemingly easy victory, a strategic retreat could lure the enemy into a trap, turning apparent defeat into an opportunity for a decisive counterattack. This principle emphasizes the importance of strategic thinking and avoiding the pitfalls of overconfidence. In modern contexts, this translates to avoiding complacency and recognizing that situations can change rapidly. A shrewd strategist must remain adaptable, anticipating potential pitfalls even in the face of apparent success. The shifting sands of war, Sun Tzu compared warfare to water, constantly flowing and adapting to the terrain. He stressed the importance of flexibility, urging leaders to adjust their plans based on the ever-changing circumstances of the battlefield. Rigidity, he argued, was a recipe for disaster. Just as water retains no constant shape, so in warfare there are no constant conditions. This quote perfectly encapsulates Sun Tzu's belief in the fluid nature of conflict. He understood that clinging to rigid plans in a dynamic environment would inevitably lead to failure. Instead, he advocated for adaptability, urging leaders to read the situation and adjust their tactics accordingly. This meant being willing to abandon preconceived notions and seize opportunities as they arose, even if they deviated from the original plan. This principle holds true in our modern world. Markets fluctuate, relationships evolve, and unexpected challenges arise. In such a fluid environment, the ability to adapt and adjust course is crucial for navigating the complexities of life. Mastering the art of deception. Deception, according to Sun Tzu, was a crucial weapon in a strategist's arsenal. He believed that by misleading the enemy about your intentions, you could gain a decisive advantage. This involved masking your strengths, feigning weaknesses, and using misinformation to manipulate your opponent's perceptions. All warfare is based on deception. This powerful statement underlines Sun Tzu's belief in the power of illusion. He argued that a skilled strategist could use deception to create a false sense of security in the enemy, leading them into traps or causing them to make critical mistakes. This concept extends far beyond the battlefield. In negotiations, for example, the ability to conceal your true objectives while discerning your opponent's weaknesses can be a powerful tool. Similarly, in marketing and advertising, creating an alluring image can be crucial for attracting customers and gaining a competitive edge. However, Sun Tzu also cautioned against relying solely on deception. He emphasized that true mastery lay in combining cunning with genuine strength, ensuring that any illusion created was backed by real capabilities. The importance of momentum. Sun Tzu often compared warfare to a rushing torrent. He believed that momentum, once gained, could be a powerful force multiplier. He stressed the importance of striking decisively, exploiting enemy weaknesses, and maintaining a relentless advance to demoralize the opposition. The impetus of an army is like the momentum of a round stone rolled down a mountain thousands of feet in height. This vivid imagery illustrates Sun Tzu's understanding of the power of momentum. A small force, properly employed, could achieve remarkable results by harnessing this principle. He argued that a swift and decisive victory could shatter enemy morale, making them more susceptible to future attacks. Conversely, prolonged stalemates could sap the fighting spirit of even the most determined army. Maintaining momentum, both physically and psychologically, was key to success. In modern contexts, this translates to the importance of taking initiative, seizing opportunities, and maintaining a proactive approach. Whether launching a new product, engaging in a political campaign, or even pursuing a personal goal, momentum can be the difference between success and stagnation. Choosing your battlefield. Sun Tzu believed that a skilled general should never be forced into a battle on unfavorable terms. He emphasized the importance of choosing your battles carefully, selecting terrain that offered strategic advantages, and avoiding engagements where the enemy held the upper hand. Do not attack an enemy who occupies higher ground. This seemingly obvious advice underscores Sun Tzu's emphasis on strategic positioning. He understood that even a numerically superior force could be defeated if forced to fight on unfavorable terrain. He advocated for luring the enemy into traps, ambushing them in areas where your forces held the advantage, and dictating the terms of engagement. This required a deep understanding of the battlefield, the ability to anticipate enemy movements, and the flexibility to adapt to changing circumstances. In modern applications, this translates to carefully selecting the arenas in which you choose to compete. Whether it's a business negotiation, a legal battle, or even a personal conflict, understanding the dynamics of the situation and choosing your battles wisely is crucial for success. Sun Tzu considered surprise to be one of the most potent weapons in a strategist's arsenal. He believed that by striking unexpectedly, you could sow confusion among enemy ranks, disrupt their plans, and gain a decisive advantage before they could react effectively. Let your plans be dark and impenetrable as night, and when you move, fall like a thunderbolt. This evocative quote captures the essence of Sun Tzu's approach to surprise. He argued that by keeping your intentions hidden and your movements swift, you could catch the enemy off guard and achieve victory quickly. He advocated for using deception, misinformation, and unexpected maneuvers to keep the enemy guessing. By striking at their weakest points when they least expected it, you could maximize the impact of your attacks and minimize casualties. In our modern world, the element of surprise remains a powerful tool. In business, a well-timed product launch or a surprise acquisition can disrupt the market and give a company a competitive edge. In personal relationships, a thoughtful gesture or an unexpected act of kindness can have a profound impact. The use of spies. Sun Tzu placed great importance on intelligence gathering. He believed that a network of spies, both within your own ranks and among the enemy, was essential for obtaining accurate information, anticipating enemy movements, and making informed decisions. Enlightened rulers and good generals who were able to obtain intelligent agents as their spies were sure to achieve great things. This quote highlights the value Sun Tzu placed on reliable intelligence. He argued that spies could provide invaluable insights into enemy plans, morale, and dispositions. He categorized spies into 5 types: local spies, inward spies, converted spies, expendable spies, and surviving spies. Each type served a specific purpose, providing different layers of information and insights into the enemy's operations. In modern contexts, the use of spies takes on a broader meaning. Market research, competitor analysis, and even social media monitoring can all be considered forms of intelligence gathering. By understanding your competitors, your customers, and the broader market landscape, you can make more informed decisions and gain a competitive advantage. Adapting to circumstances. Sun Tzu emphasized adaptability. Rigid plans fail in changing circumstances. A strategist must assess, adjust, and seize opportunities. Supreme excellence is breaking resistance without fighting. Adaptability and exploiting opportunities are key. Effective victories come from cunning and understanding. A skilled general is like water, adapting to terrain. Flexibility exploits weaknesses and seizes opportunities. Adaptability is critical in our changing world. Markets shift, technologies evolve, challenges arise. Those who adapt and learn thrive. The ever-changing tide. Sun Tzu often likened warfare to the nature of water. Water flows, constantly shifting, conforming to its surroundings. Just as a river navigates around obstacles and forges new routes, a strategist must be adaptable, modifying plans to the changing dynamics of conflict. He cautioned against inflexibility, stating, "Just as water retains no fixed form, so in warfare, there are no unchanging conditions. Sticking to obsolete strategies and ignoring new intelligence leads to failure." A wise leader stays alert, continually evaluating the situation. Picture a general determined to attack a city, disregarding reports of enemy reinforcements. He continues the assault, fixated on his initial strategy. The outcome? A devastating defeat. Adaptability, Sun Tzu asserts, is vital for survival. This concept extends well beyond the battlefield. Business ventures fail, relationships change, and unforeseen challenges emerge in our personal lives. The capacity to adapt, to alter course when needed, is essential for navigating life's unpredictable currents. Knowing your adversary. Sun Tzu stresses the importance of understanding your opponent. He argues that knowledge is power. The more you know about your adversary's strengths, weaknesses, motivations, the better equipped you are to counter their moves and exploit their vulnerabilities. If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles, he wrote. This famous quote highlights the importance of self-awareness as well. Understanding your own limitations is as crucial as identifying your enemy's weaknesses. Imagine two armies facing each other across a valley. One commander, through spies and careful observation, learns his enemy's supplies are dwindling. He waits, feigning weakness until the opportune moment to strike. Knowledge is his weapon. This principle applies to countless situations. In negotiations, understanding your counterpart's needs and desires gives you leverage. In competitive fields, analyzing your rival's strategies allows you to anticipate their moves and stay one step ahead. Exploiting weaknesses, amplifying strengths. Sun Tzu advocates for a strategic approach that maximizes your advantages while exploiting your opponent's vulnerabilities. He argues that victory comes not from brute force alone, but from the intelligent application of your strengths against their weaknesses. Attack him where he is unprepared, appear where you are not expected, he advised. This quote emphasizes the importance of surprise, mobility, and targeting an enemy's weak points. A well-placed blow at the right time can have a disproportionate impact. Imagine a castle, heavily fortified on all sides but one. A wise attacker, recognizing this, focuses his forces on the vulnerable flank, bypassing the enemy's strengths to exploit their weakness. Strategic thinking, not brute force, wins the day. This principle translates well to modern contexts. In business, identifying market gaps and capitalizing on competitors' shortcomings can lead to success. In personal life, understanding our own strengths and weaknesses allows us to make better decisions and achieve our goals more effectively. The dance of deception. Deception, according to Sun Tzu, is a powerful tool in the hands of a skilled strategist. By misleading your opponent, creating false impressions, you can manipulate their perceptions, leading them into traps or causing them to make critical mistakes. All warfare is based on deception, he wrote, highlighting the importance of misdirection. This doesn't necessarily mean outright lies, but rather manipulating information, concealing your true intentions, and exploiting your opponent's assumptions. Imagine a general about to attack. He spreads rumors of his army's weakness, sends a small force on a diversionary raid. The enemy, believing the main force to be weak, leaves their flanks exposed, walking right into a carefully planned ambush. This principle has broad applications. In negotiations, skillfully withholding information or subtly influencing your counterpart's perception can lead to a more favorable outcome. In competitive fields, creating a misleading image of your strengths and weaknesses can give you a strategic advantage. The fog of uncertainty. Sun Tzu recognized warfare is chaotic and unpredictable. He called this the fog of war, incomplete information, uncertainty, and confusion. A skilled strategist navigates this fog, adapting to unexpected developments. Amidst turmoil, there may be seeming disorder and yet no real disorder at all. This emphasizes maintaining composure and clarity in chaos. Imagine a battlefield, smoke filling the air, cries of the wounded echoing. A commander must make split-second decisions based on limited information. His ability to adapt, to see through the fog, determines victory or defeat. Sun Tzu, while a master strategist, wasn't solely focused on winning at all costs. He recognized the importance of a moral compass, even in the chaos of war. He believed that a just cause, coupled with ethical conduct, contributed to long-term victory and a stable society. A righteous army is like a torrent that bursts its banks, unstoppable in its force, he wrote, highlighting the power of a morally justified cause. He argued that soldiers fighting for a just cause would be more motivated, disciplined, and ultimately successful. He condemned cruelty, unnecessary violence, and the exploitation of conquered populations. He believed that a victorious army should show restraint, compassion, and wisdom in its actions, fostering goodwill and securing lasting peace rather than sowing the seeds of future conflict. This principle resonates deeply in our modern world. Ethical considerations are paramount in business, politics, and personal life. Actions taken without regard for moral principles often lead to unintended consequences, damaging reputations and eroding trust. Sun Tzu understood that victory came at a price. He cautioned against glorifying war, recognizing the human cost and the devastating impact conflict had on societies. He argued that a wise ruler should exhaust all other options before resorting to military force. "The greatest victory is that which requires no battle," he famously wrote, emphasizing the importance of diplomacy, strategic maneuvering, and peaceful resolution. He believed that avoiding war, whenever possible, was the mark of a true leader. He argued that prolonged conflicts drained resources, shattered economies, and sowed discord among populations. He believed that a true victory lay not just in defeating an enemy on the battlefield, but in preserving the strength and unity of one's own nation. This message remains acutely relevant today. The economic, social, and environmental costs of war are staggering. Sun Tzu's teachings remind us that diplomacy, cooperation, and conflict resolution are essential for a stable and prosperous world. Sun Tzu placed great emphasis on the role of the leader in warfare. He argued that a skilled general was not just a military commander, but also a strategist and a motivator. A leader's character and conduct directly impacted the morale and effectiveness of their army. When the general is weak and without authority, the result is utter disorganization, he wrote. A strong leader instilled confidence and inspired loyalty. These principles extend far beyond the battlefield. Effective leadership requires vision and the ability to inspire others. While The Art of War is primarily a treatise on military strategy, it also reveals a profound appreciation for the value of peace. Sun Tzu understood that true success lay not just in winning battles, but in fostering a stable and harmonious society where conflict was minimized. To subdue the enemy without fighting is the pinnacle of skill, he wrote, highlighting the importance of diplomacy, alliances, and strategic maneuvering to achieve goals without resorting to violence. He believed that a capable leader should strive to resolve conflicts peacefully whenever possible. He argued that war, while sometimes unavoidable, should always be a last resort. He believed that a wise ruler should focus on building a strong and prosperous nation, fostering internal unity and cultivating harmonious relationships with neighboring states. This message resonates strongly in our interconnected world. Globalization, technological advancements, and shared challenges have made cooperation and peaceful coexistence more critical than ever. Sun Tzu's teachings remind us that the pursuit of peace is not a sign of weakness, but a testament to wisdom and foresight. Sun Tzu's teachings extend beyond warfare, offering insights into the human condition and conflict. A true warrior possesses martial skills, a cultivated mind, and an unwavering spirit. Adaptability is key to survival, embodying Sun Tzu's philosophy. Cultivating inner strength and resilience is essential for navigating life's uncertainties. True victory comes from mastering our own fears and weaknesses. Today's battlefields are different. Gone are the clashing swords and massed armies of Sun Tzu's time. Yet the essence of conflict remains unchanged. It's a struggle for advantage, a test of wills, a search for victory, whether on a global scale or in the smallest interactions. Sun Tzu's wisdom, though ancient, is startlingly relevant. His principles, forged in the crucible of war, find new life in the complexities of the modern world. We see his strategies reflected in boardrooms, political arenas, even our personal lives. Consider the business world. Companies vie for market share, resources, and consumer loyalty. They engage in fierce competition, employing tactics reminiscent of Sun Tzu's teachings. Mergers and acquisitions mirror ancient conquests. Marketing campaigns utilize deception and misdirection. The political landscape, too, echoes with the echoes of the art of war. Politicians strategize, form alliances, and maneuver for power. Election campaigns employ propaganda, misinformation, and carefully crafted narratives, all echoing Sun Tzu's emphasis on deception and shaping perceptions. Politics, perhaps more than any other sphere, embodies the strategic complexities outlined in the art of war. Political leaders are akin to generals maneuvering their forces, constituents, political parties, nations across the complex chessboard of power. Election campaigns are prime examples. Candidates carefully craft their image, projecting strength, empathy, and leadership qualities. They target their opponents' weaknesses, exploit scandals, and leverage public sentiment to gain votes. Deception, misdirection, and strategic alliances are all part of the game. International relations, too, reflect Sun Tzu's influence. Nations engage in diplomatic maneuvering, economic warfare, and military posturing, all vying for influence and advantage on the global stage. Treaties are negotiated, alliances formed and broken, and conflicts erupt, echoing the strategic complexities outlined in the art of war. The principles of adaptability, deception, and strategic thinking are as relevant in the halls of government as they were on ancient battlefields. Sun Tzu's teachings offer a timeless framework for understanding the dynamics of power, negotiation, and the pursuit of influence in the political arena. The art of war's wisdom isn't confined to grand arenas of power. It resonates in our personal lives, offering insights into internal struggles and relationships. Apply Sun Tzu's principles to achieve personal goals, advance careers, improve health, or navigate difficult relationships. Understand strengths, set clear objectives, and adapt based on challenges. Sun Tzu's teachings guide us in conflict resolution and self-improvement. Be strategic thinkers in life, not just in war. The whispers of battle have faded. The clash of bronze on bronze is a distant echo. Yet across millennia, the words of Sun Tzu still ring true. The art of war remains a beacon, guiding us through the complexities of conflict and competition. Its lessons resonate in boardrooms, halls of government, and our own minds. Sun Tzu's principles offer a framework for navigating challenges both great and small. The enduring legacy of the art of war lies in its profound understanding of human nature and conflict. Sun Tzu, the enigmatic figure behind this timeless work, remains a mystery. His insights continue to shape our understanding of strategy, leadership, and the human condition. The Art of War is not merely a book to be read, but a philosophy to be embodied. It calls upon us to cultivate our minds and hone our strategic thinking. In a world of rapid change, the lessons of the art of war offer clarity and guidance. The true victor achieves their objectives while preserving strength, integrity, and humanity.